Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to show you how I style my wavy hair so I can wear my natural texture but make it a little bit more pretty. And also, I want to try this new product that I got sent from Coco Eve. This is a new launch. It's the Hydrating and Detangling Leave-In Conditioner. I already tried it in dry hair actually. I used it to style my hair in a ponytail and I loved that when I applied it in my roots. Once it was dry completely, my hair was not greasy, but I haven't really tried it before styling the hair. So I'm going to try that today. My hair is a little bit damp. It's not completely dry, but it's also not wet. One thing that is key when I'm styling my hair with my natural texture is that once it starts drying, I cannot pass my fingers through it or a brush. I cannot destroy the pattern that it's forming because otherwise I get super spongy, super fluffy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squirt a little bit of this in my hands. I'm only going to use 2 to 3 pumps for my whole head and putting my hands like this as in a prayer. I'm going to start just applying it everywhere as evenly as I can. And I really hope it works because I got a lot of compliments the other day when I wore my hair like this on Instagram. So you guys were obsessed with it. So I thought I would show you how I do it. Okay, I already like that the leave-in conditioner didn't really mess with my texture, but it did add a little bit of shine and like it looks a little bit more hydrated now. I do like that. But because I can't put heat on top of damp hair, I'm going to try to dry it out a little bit with a diffuser. This is my Carmen Professional hair dryer and I'm just going to like try to dry it out without messing too much with it. Normally, I would just let it dry completely naturally, but that could take a lot of hours and we don't have that kind of time today. So I'm just going to try to do it with this. But if you have wavy hair, just let it dry normally and then you can just fix it in the end.
You better watch out for the kryptonite. Come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing.
Okay, so my hair is now dry and there's a few things I need to think about when I let my hair air dry or when I am doing this kind of natural texture hairstyles. The first one is how much, that was my hair straightener. The first one is how much volume do I have? Because when I let my hair dry, I usually have a lot of volume around this area, but I don't have a lot of volume here or in the bottom. And if I don't balance that out, I look very weird. I look like a mushroom. So I need to think about that. Today is pretty good, I would say. I think I lost a little bit of the waves, especially around this area over here. So I'm going to try to fix that. I'm gonna show you how. And if you don't have wavy hair and you want to try this hairstyle, this is what you need to do throughout your whole head. But if you do have wavy hair, then you only need to do these to a few strands to make it look more put together, but still let your hair be imperfect. I think that's one of the beauties of this hairstyle. Don't put that much attention to frizz or anything like that because that's just part of the texture and I think it really works with the hairstyle. Before anything, I'm going to start fixing the front. I don't leave my front how it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just separate the triangle of my fringe and I'm going to do that differently. For the front pieces, I am going to separate the hair in two and I'm going to do an S wave. That means that with a straightener, sometimes I'm going to bend the hair upwards and sometimes downwards. If you don't know how to make these kind of waves and you would like to know how, just leave me a comment saying that you want that video.
So here we go again, it's no surprise, 'cause we know better than to roll the dice. So take this love and try to make it new.
Once I do the front pieces, everything changes. It looks so much better. The vibe is completely different, and I could even wear my hair like this. I think it looks beautiful, but I really think we can make it a little bit better. You want to use the one that recreates your natural pattern. This is perfect for me. It's a little bit thicker in the base and a little bit thinner at the top. What you want to do is just put some curls in there very randomly and make sure that you section the hair very differently. So some are going to be thinner, some are going to be thicker. This has to look absolutely random. You don't need to add a lot of heat, so you don't have to leave it there for a long time. And when you finish, just pull the section and let it cool for a little bit. That way you're going to get more of a wave instead of a curl. Just do this throughout the whole head, and every time you finish, just take a step back, have a look. Where do you actually need to add a little bit more until you finish, and just don't overdo it.
Come fly with me, just take my hand. And now that we are cruising in mid-flight, you better watch out for the kryptonite. So come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, we're dancing. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, come on over, we can make it through, make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do, what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh.
With this hairstyle, I think that less is better. So of course, do as much as you need to make it look great, but try to not do too much. If you do too much, then it doesn't look raw and it doesn't look natural, and it won't have the same vibe. There's a moment where you need to stop and think, okay, this is enough, and that's where you're going to get the best out of it. Right now, I am loving the way it looks. It recreates perfectly my natural hair texture if I let it really dry completely and, you know, like properly. And that's all I need to do. I don't add hairspray or anything like that. I love how the leave-in conditioner works. I don't think it weights my hair down. I still think that my hair looks hydrated, because sometimes when I let it air dry, it can look a little bit rough, especially because I have bleach hair and all of that. So yeah, I really recommend this product. I'm going to leave it down below. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want to see a different hairstyle. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!